And I wanted to ask specifically about dextrose. Dextrose, from what I gather in my research, is basically that spoonful of sugar that helps the medicine go down, because I don't see dextrose mixed in with much of anything else but medicine. And I'm curious as to the function and purpose of dextrose, what it's really all about. And also, since Steve Jobs recently passed and pancreatic cancer was related to that, I understand he used to stay up for days at a time working on his inventions, a lot of coffee, and but he also ate a lot of health food. If maybe you could address the aspects again of, because I was having a little trouble hearing this, of what can help regenerate those pancreatic cells and what can adversely affect them as far as benefits of coffee and, you know, keeping that in balance. So dextrose and pancreas, that's kind of the basic questions. And thanks again for all that every one of you do. Thank you.
Thank you for your call.
Thank you for your call.
What do you think of dextrose, Dr. Peat?
Well, glucose, it's just the other word for glucose. And starch turns into that. And it's great stuff in itself when it's in the right balance with other things, including a little bit of fructose always, and saturated fat and minerals and vitamins. The dextrose or glucose itself is a factor in helping the pancreas to regenerate. It's the polyunsaturated fats which misdirect the metabolism of glucose and fructose. And the polyunsaturated fats that are creating the epidemic of diabetes and obesity and later all of the degenerative diseases, cancer and Alzheimer's and so on.
Hi, this is your engineer. I have a question. Do they call it dextrose when it's being used industrially instead of a food, or how do they call it dextrose instead of glucose?
It just has to do with the optical rotation of it. It's just a different chemical history of the way they name the molecules. Fructose was called levulose because it turns the light to the left.
Okay, so basically dextrose just gets broken down into glucose.
It is glucose.
It is glucose,
yeah.
Okay.